Good evening.
We're all right, mate.
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, really, really good. Thank you very much. Bit flummoxed tonight. Bit flummoxed.
Yeah, well, you've been away gallivanting for a week, haven't you? And
I have.
I've been back in the real world.
I have been absolutely amazing. I've just literally, just like I said to you, just before we came on, so I have 20 minutes. I have 6. I have 20 minutes, and then it was like 7:26. I was like,
Yeah.
And I haven't had Facebook or any social media open for a week and a day. So I've literally just logged into Facebook for the first time since last Sunday. So I'm really tough for that. We had a great week. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Well, it's good to have you back on social media, mate. I've missed you. Yeah,
social media's missed me generally, I think. Yeah. I've got to say, despite as much as I love you all, I haven't missed social media at all. It was a very, very eye-opening not to have any. Good evening, everybody. Anyway, we got Charlie's in town, obviously. Linda.
Yeah, aloha as well.
Yeah.
Spicing up a little bit.
Yeah. She has gone all Mexican, not Mexican. What's the word? Hawaiian.
Hawaiian, isn't it? Yeah.
Rock-a-hula, rock-a-hula, rock-a-hula now. The way she moves her hips, I through her fingertips, I feel I'm heaven bound. And when she starts to sway, I gotta say, she really moves the grass around. Rock-a-hula, baby. There we go. We could do all that all night to Elvis all night.
Perfect, man. Fair, I thought Elvis was on the show when you were doing that. I was looking for him.
It's unbelievable, to be honest. Unbelievable. Linda Woods is in town. Ovs. Evening, Linda. Rich Farlow, Jennifer, House, not super drug, Savers, and it's Savers, isn't it?
Savers, yeah. Where you save at Savers.
Yeah, you do save at Savers, and where super drugs is where you just get super drugs, isn't it?
Yeah,
obviously.
Just in the name, isn't it?
It's all in the name. Good evening, Lou Smith, as well. Good evening to you, Holly.
Hello. Good evening, handsome, and evening, Andrew. Come on, that's what we want.
Kaboom! Odd West is in town. Matty Paddock. All right, lads. All right, amazing hula. But also, you have to spend forever and ever with either of your hands or feet tied together. Either your hands or your feet tied together. Which would you choose? There will be an answer from the crowd on this one, I'm sure. But for me, feet,
you had to spend forever and ever with either your hands or your feet tied together. So
feet for me. Yeah,
you've got a wheelchair, basically. People can push you around.
Yeah. And you can still do all the things you need to do when your feet are tied together, aren't they?
That's true. Without your hands, you're going to struggle, like eating, slapping people when they're being stupid.
Yeah, I think feet. Everybody's going feet. We have a feet people.
Yeah, foot fetish with people there, I think.
We do have yeah. As a rule, everybody's got a foot fetish. As a rule, 12 inches.
So, and I mean, I do want to say tonight that I'm going to have to strip early doors because I've even gone like with no sleeves, and I'm still absolutely boiling here. So the strip is going to come a bit early. But have we got everyone on that wants to see the strip?
Well, I'm a bit miffed. Like Holly's here again. Look, you can untie your feet then. But you've got to do it forever, Holly. That's the idea. You've got to have your feet tied forever. You can't undo it because then it won't be forever, would it? Oh dear, Holly.
It's even in capitals, forever and ever.
Yeah, there's always one. And always
it's the golden rule.
Should we still the wind and icing if the moon and the sun up at the same time? Right, so we do you want to do it now, Scott? Because I know you're a bit warm.
I do, mate. I would really appreciate it.
Okay, so let's do Scott's early strip this evening because it's a bit warm and he is in his KHFC Kidderminster Harriers Fishing Club. He's got his jacket on. Let's give him some tune. Nice. There we go. Oh, constant down. There we go. Right. Scott's gone sporty tonight. He's gone sporty tonight.
Gone Patriot, mate, with the Euros coming up at the end of this week for England.
Oh, yes, isn't it? Football, yeah. So, of course, he has gone Patriot.
So, I thought I'd show a bit of support this week. So,
it's a very retro-y sort of looking one there. Is that the England shirt, is it?
No, this is just like a sort of polo shirt. So I think
rip-off one.
Yeah, it's a design of the shirt, but it's kind of just like in the polo version.
It's a rip-off from Wellsbourne Market, isn't it?
It is, man. That's exactly what it is. £10.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, gullible Jeff. But I don't know if you noticed then the mistake I made was because on my screen, the England badge is like on this side of the screen, but obviously it's mirrored. So I went to do that thinking it was there, but it's not. It's there. It's the whole movement. So I went, I'm being a Patriot, and I tapped the wrong side of the badge.
I should just kiss the badge. Got to kiss the badge, didn't you? There you go. Hey. I do that to all my shirts. Just kiss my chest. Walk around kissing my chest.
I do it to my biceps.
Oh, Des and Troy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who Des and Troy are, but I'll agree with you.
Des, Troy.
Oh, just Troy, yes.
Yeah. Hey.
Nice, yeah.
Come on,
no, I'm not sure there's going to be much destroying along with my two.
Well, it depends if you've got your feet tied. Good evening, John. John sent a blank message through again. Holly Wilkins knows Wellsbourne Market. You go and get your super drip and your I do this and your Fula and your Sergia Tochoni and your low cost t-shirts. They got them all there. You can buy 3 for 15 quid, all genuine.
I think that sounded like you were on a different language then.
Well, it's where I've got I've got a few t-shirts from Wellsbourne, low cost, super drip, I do this, Fola. Yeah, they're all there. Got them all. Nice. £10 for 3. Genuine, obviously.
Yeah, I was used to about like when I was a kid, used to go on holiday to Turkey. Like you literally take like 2 pairs of clothes with you and just buy the rest out there for like, you know, go on an absolute shopping spree and spend like 20 quid. It's amazing.
Yeah. Happy days. So it's been half term, isn't it, this week?
Last week it was, yeah.
Last week it was half term. Yeah, who's done what? Anybody done anything interesting? Done anything exciting? What did you do, Scott?
I worked, mate. Yeah, you'd have thought working in education, you know, we'd have that perks, but not for me.
Yeah, I'm worn out. I had my week off. Had a lovely week away. Yeah, it's anybody else do anything interesting? Anybody see anything? Anybody go anywhere? Anybody do anything funny? Oh, something offer it savers.
There we go. Oh, always seeing every opportunity, Jennifer, to get a little sale in. She's on commission. That's what it is, mate. On the commission.
Sun cream on offer at Savers. If anybody wants it, Neva sun cream, £4.49. Bargain. Charlie survived after him. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
So, did anybody go to the safari park and end up coming out with a broken car? I saw. Have you not seen about that, Andy? So, the story has it that a Jeep went rogue and smashed into the side of a car in the safari drive-through.
Yeah.
But apparently, Safari Park are releasing a statement saying that it was a rhino that did it. But it wasn't in the rhino enclosure.
So as far as the rhino did it, and it wasn't in the rhino enclosure.
As far as I'm aware, from what I've been reading, so like, all the witnesses were saying that the truck just kind of, I don't know whether there you go, it's on TikTok apparently, but it was on TikTok. They're probably taking it down. But yeah, apparently the handbrake or something must have gone. I don't know. Just apparently came down and smashed into a car that knocked into another car. But the safari park are trying to claim that it was a rhino.
Why? Well, what difference does it make?
I'd imagine insurance.
I suppose, yeah.
Because I think, isn't there a sign up when you go in that basically says like you enter at your own risk when it comes to the animals? Like,
yeah. Why would you say that if it's all over social media and it wasn't in the rhino enclosure?
Hello. Someone's obviously panicked and like, oh, it's a rhino.
Why did they like Rich has got a good one there. I like that for Rich, thinking very quick. Thinking very quick there.
Yeah, there you go.
Why did they let the rhino drive?
Yeah. I'm guessing there was I'm trying to be clever and trying to think if I could wait and come back, but I can't do it.
I'd arrest him because he passed his test.
I mean, I was trying to like link something funny with that, but with the rhino, but couldn't do it.
No.
We
got look. It's on TikTok. There's loads on offer at Savers, by the way. Jennifer's just letting us know they've got loads on offer at the minute. Lou Smith went to Litchfield Antiques and Cathedral. That is nice place.
There we go. Well, I'm actually off this week, so I'm looking for things to do. So if anyone's got any suggestions,
Litchfield, or you could go and trip over a giraffe's leg at the safari park.
I love giraffes. They're my favourite animal.
Why have they got such long necks?
So they can eat out of trees.
So they can reach their head. If an animal damages your car, or you're not covered, apparently, if safari park damage your car, it's gross negligence.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So that's what I'm guessing they're trying to blame on an animal, because there are signs up as you go in that say, that you kind of enter at your own risk.
Well, yeah. Many things I've got with that sign on. There's a handbrake on a rhino. No handbrake on a rhino. In fact,
is that proven though? Is that scientific?
I'd have to ask Grandad Dave, Mr. Attenborough, wouldn't we? We'd have to ask him. He's the only man that could prove that to us.
If we could get Dave to confirm it, that'd be awesome.
We should get Dave on the show before he dies, because he's 97. Well, he'll never die, to be fair, Dave. Because the day Dave dies, nature dies. It's just the way it is.
Is that a fact as well?
That's a fact. That's scientific fact. The day David Attenborough dies is the day that nature stops working.
So you don't need David Attenborough to confirm that fact. You know that fact.
I know that fact. Me and Dave spoken about this.
I trust you, mate. So if you say it's
David Attenborough is he's the Almighty. Whatever you want to believe, he's the supreme being, David Attenborough, Grandad Dave. You could do Charlotte school runs.
Hard pass on that. That's a hard, yeah.
Unless against Safari Park, obviously. John,
to your comment, I've actually booked in on Wednesday at the college to go and have a beard trim and a haircut. The reason I've been growing it so long is so that they can cut it. Because I'm a good colleague at that, by growing my hair and beard to let the students.
How long have you been growing it to get to that length?
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a baby grower.
Yeah, you haven't reached puberty, have you?
Not yet, no. Still got a long way to go, mate, to catch you up.
Yeah, well, it took me 50 years to get to this. I don't think I've got hair on my arm till I was about 27.
And now look at you.
And now look at me. I'm all hair now. It's Jenny's birthday soon.
Happy birthday soon.
Yes, birthday soon.
Actually, saying that, I do want to give an honourable birthday shout out to someone who was a bit of a regular on the show, my old co-host Lee Whitehouse. It's his birthday. He's 21 plus the 80, I believe.
Happy birthday, Lee! If you're watching, I'm sure he's not. 'Cause he's probably out for a posh meal at the Watermill 2-for-1.
Yeah, probably in sport, isn't he?
Yeah, probably in sport with his free bottle of Nivea he got from Jenny. Nivea sun cream, where it was £4.49, actually 3 of a bottle when he was in there buying his Colgate 2-for-1.
See, I got him L'Oreal instead because I think he's worth it. Come on.
Yeah, come on now. I used to call him Gillette because he is the best a man can get, to be fair. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. That might be pushing it a bit there.
I'm feeling we need someone to talk about here, Scott, because I'm feeling we're both quite tired tonight. I've got to be honest, I'm feeling a bit tonight because I've just woke up. Scott's fault.
Yeah. But on that note, then I'm going to talk about something that I've been studying recently.
Go on, then.
Check this out. Solved Rubik's Cube. I solved it about 10 minutes before I came on the show.
You took that apart.
No, so I'm learning the art of cubing, right? And the idea is, at the moment, I've got it down to probably about 15 to 20 minutes, right? I can do complete one in. The aim is to get it down to a minute. So I'm going to set myself a target. Should we say in 3 weeks' time on the show?
If you mess that up now in front of us.
I mean, that hurts, to be fair, to see that.
Yeah, mess that up now, and you've got till the end of the show to put it back in.
Oh,
keep going. Come on, I want to see on the camera.
But the pressure, though, of doing it like on camera as well as trying to talk to you at the same time for 10, 15 minutes.
Go on, that'll do from there. Go on, then.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Everybody happy with that? Right, you got to the end of the show, 8:30. You've got 41 minutes to do it.
No, I wish I kept my mouth shut now, to be fair.
This makes great radio. Lucy wishes she could grow a beard. She'd have a beads in it. Yeah, it's funny because one of the young ladies where I work, she's got her hair bright purple, and I did think I was going to do my beard, but I haven't. I can't be bothered. I haven't combing it, let alone dyeing it. Look at Scott's face.
Yeah,
Scott's face.
You do realise you're on your own now, don't you? So you've set me this challenge.
We're all watching you, Scott. Don't worry about me. We're all watching you.
And I'm,
I want to see it above. I want to see it in the camera shot though, because I've got a feeling there's another one on the table.
I wouldn't. Would I lie to you? Come on.
I don't know. I'd have to ask Millie Vanilli. Did they sing "Would I Lie to You"?
No, Charles and Eddie.
Charles and Eddie. I knew it was one of them too.
See, there are some things I know.
Yeah, right. Scott messaged me last night. Scott did a video call with Mr. Turner last night, Alan Turner from Pocket Snooker Club, but they couldn't hear me.
Which is a good thing, yeah.
Which is probably a good thing because they were saying, why aren't you down here supporting the quiz last night that Scott did at Pockets? I didn't support, A, because I didn't know it was on, because I have not been on social media for over a week, and 2, they couldn't hear me to tell them that anyway, so I apologise to both Alan and Scott because they were both drunk doing a quiz.
I'm a professional when I'm doing quizzes.
Okay, so Scott looked drunk. Alan was drunk.
Yeah, I just look like the best of times.
Yeah.
I've got the one side sold already.
Look at that. You've seen it live on air.
And the whole of the bottom row is done.
I can do that. Yeah. Live on air. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is what people are logging on for. Those that have bothered to log on. There's not many comments coming through. Is anybody actually still watching us?
I think everyone's too engrossed in my.
It must be because nobody's doing any. I can't see. There's no comments. The last comment we had was 3.5 minutes ago. We're so engrossed, aren't they, in your.
In my skills, right?
So I haven't got to recommend this, but I am going to tell people if you want to get away. This is a serious recommendation, I suppose, rather than a bit of fun. If you want to get away somewhere and do nothing and just chill your beans. Get yourself onto a website called Canopy and Stars. This place is a small business. It's got hundreds all over the world, actually, I'll say, of remote locations for things like gypsy caravans, sheds, shepherd's huts, just little camp tents, tree houses all over the world. There's hundreds of them in Britain. Went to spend a week last week, one near Aberystwyth, remote in the middle of woods, little cabin, 2 gas. Look at this, look at this. Got 2 layers done on the cube. 2 layers done on the cube.
This is where it gets difficult now.
Go and get away from everyday life. We were 20 minutes from any shop. We were 40 minutes from a beach. We did nothing, didn't leave the site for the first 3 days. And it was absolutely stunning. Kites, as in the birds, flying overhead, pheasants in the field, little brook running next to the Bonnie, get up in the morning and wander and make her way down. Get yourself onto canopyandstars.co.uk. All the filters on there. If you can take dogs, not take dogs, 2 people, 4 people, fields, tents, yurts, caravans. People have done things up. Lorries, even lorries on there that people have done up, and you can live in the back of the lorry. And the big question, Rachel's just saying there, were you bored? Was one of the massive questions. We weren't. I don't know why, and it was amazing. It's completely switched off. So I won't go into our holiday details, but it was amazing, very refreshing. If you fancy some time away from the hustle and bustle and just recharge all those batteries, switch off your social media, get yourself a place on Canopy and Stars. It's just really nice to live in that environment. Highly recommended. Highly recommended. That's my recommendation for today, based on last week. He's cheating. Look at him. He's cheating. He's cheating. I feel you're cheating, Scott, because you keep looking at another screen.
I mean, how can this looking at the screen help me? You know what I mean?
How are we getting on? Let's have a look at it. Hold it up. Let's have a look at it all round.
Okay, so at the moment we've got that done. That's just been finished. I've just got to replace the top layer now.
Wow, blinking it, mate. This is 6 minutes.
I'm almost there.
6 minutes. Lou Smith, she's done shepherd's huts with a hot tub. Yeah, there's some places just worth a scroll on the website, just to have a mooch around, to be honest. Some amazing things that people have converted, old buildings, gypsy caravans. I mean, Rach said I read 2 books while we were out there. We took chess out to learn how to play chess. And strangely, and we can't work out why, we never had time to learn it. Yet we didn't do anything. We got up when we got up. We went to bed when we were tired. We ate when we were hungry. We didn't use clocks. We literally just turned all our clocks off. We had a rule that you're allowed to look at your clock twice a day. But if you wanted to do that, you had to ask the other person what time they thought it was first and see how good we were getting at using the sun as the time. So we literally made a rule that no electronics. You could look at the phone or your clock twice a day. That was it. With that little caveat in it, you had to ask the other person to guess the time first. We went to bed when we were tired. We got up when we were hungry. I think I was feeding the dog at 4 o'clock in the morning because the sun didn't rise till 5:20, and I was often getting up before that because I was not tired. And we ate when we were hungry. It was just amazing to just live like that, to be honest. It was just like, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was strangely, no, not strangely, we were in nature, weren't we? That's what nature's there for, isn't it? For our privilege. And it was wonderful. So, I won't harp on about it because, as you can probably guess, I loved it. We were out near Aberystwyth, McCunliffe, but they've got them all over the country, these things, and they are... beautiful. Canopyandstars.co.uk, small business. Get yourself on there. Get yourself an holiday. Get yourself at one with nature. I even built a little campfire and cooked sausages on it. I haven't done that since I was in Cubs or Scouts or something. I burnt the sausages, to be fair, but that was my mistake because I put them in the flames and didn't wait for them to go a bit into white ash. But I haven't done that since I was... 40 years ago. So that was quite nice to do that again. Built a little fire and cooked some sausage on it, Bonnie loved it. Just opened the door and let her out, and she just went on a merry business. It was nice. I'm harping on now, and really, to be honest. The perks of nature. David Attenborough again, innit? Uncle Dave, Grandad Dave. How are we doing, Scott? How's it going? I'm boring people with my holiday tour.
I'm always getting there, man. I'm just having a bit of trouble displacing the top line.
Okay, we're on 8 minutes so far, mate. It's impressive.
Just struggling with algorithms at the moment.
Oh, here we go. He's struggling with his cheat sheet.
Yeah, there are some little codes you have to kind of remember and that. And I have made a few notes. I'm not going to lie about it.
No, it's fantastic. So what's anybody else done in half term? That's what was happening last week, wasn't it? Half term. What's anybody else done? We've had Lou went to Lichfield to the cathedral, which is why Lichfield's a city, because it's got a cathedral. There you go. I've never stopped in Lichfield and had a look around. Did you use Uber Eats? No, John. We didn't. We didn't do anything like that. We had breakfast in a tin because all we got was 2 gas rings. No microwave, no oven, no nothing. Just 2 gas rings. That's what we got in the unit. And then we got a little sort of fire pit ring in the field next to the shed, the unit. I don't even know what it was. So now you've got 2 gas rings. So we had some. Rachel knocked up some lovely meals. We just made stuff with stuff, really. But yeah, I don't think Uber Eats would have got there. Off the road, it was a 5 or 10 minute drive off the road, to be honest. But yeah, it's so nice not to know anything, which has made it quite weird coming back on here tonight, because I've got to get back on for my coaching and stuff. But it is quite weird coming back on because I haven't been on and I haven't missed anything. And nothing's happened. Nothing's changed, people. Nothing changes. I think we all get a little bit scared or, of missing something. Nothing changes and no one misses you. Come on, Scott, now. Come on, don't let me down now, Scott. You've done...
I've had to start again.
10 minutes you've done. We're still on record for beating you.
Yeah.
John, I read 2 books, John. Rachel read 2 books. We just sat. The kites were flying overhead, the birds. We just sat and watched nature. The RAF flight path was overhead. So at times they'd got 3 or 4 jets flying overhead, doing manoeuvres and things. So that happened a couple of times while we were there. No, mate, there was no TV, no nothing. Nothing at all. The only plug sockets were USB sockets to charge your phone or whatever application you use. We literally had nothing. It was never done it before to that level. We both wanted to switch off, so that's exactly what we do, and we held each other accountable to do it. And it was it's amazing how you feel. You might get bored because that's the first thing I know Rachel's been asked a lot. Weren't you bored? Weren't you bored? Strangely, no, not at all. Never. It was. Yeah, I took my guitar as well. I play guitar. I took my acoustic and no, nothing, John. Honestly, it was absolutely amazing. Absolutely loved it. Highly recommend it if you're that way. Obviously, if it's not for you, then it's not for you. But it was just, yeah. And then we came back and we were on the way back, and Rach went back on to look at the news headlines to see if we'd missed anything. And you can feel the anger and the angst and the stress of reading rubbish about something you're not interested in builds up inside you again. But yeah, no, nothing, John. No telly. So I took books. Like I said, I took my guitar. The only electrical appliances was our phones. So we didn't have those. We locked them away. And two gas rings. That was it. Shower, toilet, sink. Did you tell jokes or write a script? Didn't do anything. John seriously didn't even pick up a pen. And I'm a bugger for writing. I like writing my lists and stuff. Didn't even pick up a pen. Didn't do absolutely anything. Thought might spend time to sort of work on stuff, but decided to switch off altogether. And it was quite surprising how you wake up naturally. As I say, sun rose about 5:30, sun set about 9:30. We worked that out from the sun, what sort of time it was during the day, but we ate when we were hungry, went to bed when we were tired, got up when we were awake. And some days I have no idea what time that was. No idea at all. Just never done it before. And we'll certainly, we've already looked to see if we can find somewhere in the summer to go again. Scott should be writing a script by now. Yeah, he's only got 3 months, hasn't he?
Yeah, should be. I'm too busy, Cuban.
He's slacking now. He's slacking his pick. Look what's happened to it. It was all perfect.
I know, mate. I had to start again. I lost it.
So, John, are you written your script ready for the big show in November? Is it November you two are doing your?
Should be, yeah. If I get a call up, I'm not sure if I've been taken off the bill. They've stopped contacting me.
How are they? Scott, they're missing me. Scott, they're missing you. Put your Rubik's Cube down. No one's interested. Look.
I know, but I feel like I need to complete it now to prove a point. Because you set me this challenge, and I feel like I'm letting you down if I don't do it.
I know. I think I picked a bad one, really, because you can't do both, can you?
No. And now I'm
Good evening, NMS. I hope you're well.
He
could start with a puzzle-solving joke. What's the point, Scott? Charlotte's saying. Is that she talking to me, or is she?
Probably to me, it's probably what's the point in solving it. But it's all about being able to being in control.
Leave him alone, Charlotte. He thinks it's 1982.
Hey, little things for his little minds.
Yeah. Little nappers fit little behinds. John's topic is in his head, but he's got nothing in writing yet.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the same as me. Like, I've got a few things that I kind of want to talk about, but I've not really planned a script around it yet.
You've got an idea then. You've got a baseline idea. Same as John. You use it. So your topic, are you going to do yours around the topic, are you? Or
yeah, so I was going to look at doing a few little quick jokes and come out, and then sort of go into a storyline and, tell a story, but with a few jokes along the way.
Nice. Always nice to talk.
Sounds good in theory, doesn't it?
We'll have to start getting ready to book the bus up.
Yeah, well, I think from what I told you, I might be able to get a whole coach going because everyone wants to see me fail.
Yeah, well, John will be there as well, so we can watch both of you make fools of yourself.
Cheers.
He's got John's thinking possibly a story about dating sites for the older person.
Nice.
So that'd be like plenty of cod liver oil instead of plenty of fish, wouldn't it?
To be fair, I could probably write a few comedy stories about my attempts at doing it. Trying on dating sites. A lot of them have been horror stories.
But I'm sure you've had some good ones as well, Scott.
Nope.
No.
All bad experiences on their dating apps. So I think I'm just not cut out to be a dating app kind of guy.
Let it happen naturally, Scott. Let it happen naturally. You never know what's around the corner.
I'm going to take a break, mate, from it.
Okay.
I'm going to put it down so I can have a little bit of a chat.
Yeah.
And then we'll see if we can get it solved by the end of the show.
While your brother just finishes it for you, and then you could just put it back. Yeah.
I'll just hold it in view if you want.
Yeah. On the top of your head.
I mean, there's no faith anywhere, is there?
No, none at all. No. None at all.
But, well, I mean, I apologise. I feel like I've let you down.
Well, you've done. It's been 16 minutes now, so I think you're not going to do your 20 anyway, are you?
No.
The reveal is the shirt he's got on NMS. He has actually gone for a patriotic football shirt tonight. He went early doors on the reveal because he was very hot.
Yeah, and not in the way that most girls say I'm hot, as in like I was physically hot.
Sweating like a pig.
Yeah, I was sweating. Not in the normal description of when people say he's hot.
No.
John says, I'm just catching up on some of them. And Charlie says, I'm on the bus. Did I miss something, or was she just watching us on the bus?
Perhaps she's on the way to school. Something, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be quite cool. Also, when was the last time you caught a bus? I don't think I've been on a bus in probably 10 years.
That's a good point. John, I always wanted to go on a bus. Well, I always wanted to like the shuttles. You remember the shuttle bus we had around here? Them yellow things.
I mean, I think like when I was a kid, like you used to have the little buses, and then like you'd have the big bus if you're going to like Worcester or Birmingham and stuff like that. But it's just pop around town, you get those little shuttle buses, but they're all the big ones now.
Yeah, and they're all diamond, and their Dodges Helen very unsafe, and I think no reflection on diamond, obviously, just my experience. But yeah, no, I ain't been on a bus wrong. And I always wonder how do bus companies make money, because there never seems to be anybody on any of them.
Yeah.
And then when you do get them, I think they're about £1.50, aren't they, to get to Bewley to Airport Kiddie? How do they make any money, these bus companies?
Especially
let me know, because it seems like a great business model.
I mean, there must just be a couple of areas a day where like they make, like a bit around lunchtime or early in the morning when people are going into town, they make a fortune.
Yeah, if you're charging, let's say £1.50 to go into Kiddie Town, you've got a 50-seater. So what's that? 75 quid. That's it. It's full. But I don't even run it into Kiddie, does it? 75 quid.
I think maybe we could get someone on from the bus community.
Yes.
You can ask them all these questions.
Has anybody got contacts on the bus community? Not Blakey, not Olive, any of the new school. Got to get a bus on Thursday. She's getting her bad boys out and going to have her mammogram. Good on you. Get it checked out, ladies. Get them checked out. Same for you boys. Get them checked out. Government subsidy. They don't need passengers all just to run a license to run a regular route. Okay. That's what John's telling us. So I should buy a bus then, couldn't I?
Yeah.
That's how I could make my shortfall up. Just get a bus.
There we go, mate. That's all you need.
Leakey's Leisure.
I'd be a customer. I've done that.
Yeah. I'd let you tell me where you want me to go. I'd just like pull the bus up and stop and say, right, where do you want to go? It'd have to be in the Worcestershire area, White Forest area. But I'd just do that. Just do a random, take you wherever you like, mate, for £1.
Isn't that a taxi?
It is a bit more fun on my bus. I'll have a band on. I'll get you and John doing your gig at the back.
That's fine, mate. We have a quiz on there.
Yeah, have a quiz on there. Get a Mr. Whippy. That's the thing.
Don't get a bus. Get an ice cream yet.
Yeah, get an ice cream van. Mr. Whippy, Mr. Leaky. That'll be. Get a party bus. Charlotte's saying.
You have a Leaky's ice creams.
Leaky's ice creams. Leaky's luscious licks.
Yeah, I was going to say I was trying to attempt to say something. I thought that's going to be like a tongue twister. I'm not even going to go there.
Yeah, Leaky's
ice creams or something.
Yeah, Leaky's ice creams. Yeah, the man with the flake. Get a beer bus. I'll have to drive it because I'll be sober. I'll drive it for you, Lou. You drive you around town getting drunk.
Great stuff. Well, I still feel, Andy, that we've not had enough sort of stories from people, like horror stories of they shared or things that have gone wrong. Like we've embarrassed ourselves a few times on here.
Oh yeah, I feel
like someone somewhere has got a story that's embarrassing that they could tell us.
Yeah, I'm sure it's one that we're allowed to show. Yeah, I've got a feeling that Mr. Leaky. Look at that, Mr. Leaky. That's the one. Charlotte's good. So I reckon NMS would probably have some questions, have some horror story. I reckon she's the sort of person who'll have a horror story in the background of her day.
Yeah, see, if she doesn't tell us one, I'm going to speak to her and find out some stories, and we can tell them on the next show.
Yes,
I mean,
okay.
I just noticed a comment from NMS that was put on earlier saying it's a good job you don't play football like you do a Rubik's Cube. So, I mean, after that sort of comment, friendship's out the window now, isn't it?
Friendship's out the window, slating his footballing skills. £2.50 for a cup of whippy Charlie's paying at school these days. Gosh, now. Did you know you can order? Well, see, this is the thing, John. It's got to be a whippy for me. It's got to be a whippy. Ice cream in the tub, the Cornish, the real dairy. I don't understand any of that. It's got to be the Mr. Whippy. Got to be a Mr. Whippy for me. I don't know about you, Scott.
I do love it. And also, I have a fan respect for them. You know, when they're like putting it on the cone?
Yeah.
Because you think it's easy, but have you ever actually tried using one of the machines?
I haven't, Scott, no.
They're not as easy as it looks, mate.
Have you had the privilege?
I went to an all-you-can-eat buffet once, as you can probably tell. Been to quite a few.
Have you finished it?
And there was an ice cream machine.
Yeah.
The one that I had the ice cream machine on was in Birmingham.
Yeah.
The Big Wok. That was the one, Big Wok. But you go in and you pour your own ice cream. Oh, mate, it doesn't. They just make it look like you just pour the thing and it just all falls into place. Oh, it doesn't. Mine was over the floor, all over my hand. It looked like basically I ended up with like my hand just being the ice cream in the sense like my hand was the cone.
Do the safety lick? You have to be carrying them, don't you? Have to do the safety lick, don't you? You have to do the safety lick.
That would be like if I managed to get on there in the first place, but it's straight away. Instead of going up, it just went over. So.
I shan't ever come to Scotty's Whippy Bar then. Well, that wouldn't it, to be fair.
No, and if you get that ice cream van, mate, probably best don't let me near it.
I'd love to buy one. I'd love an ice cream van. I'll probably get shot though for being on the wrong round or something. Rich Fowler bought a whippy cone for my dog today. Yeah, I'll go to one of the Murdoch stores in Stareport, and if the right people are on, I can usually nick a cone for the dog. It's all in the wrist action, Charlotte.
You're still about ice creams, yeah?
Yeah, it's all about ice creams.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, see, because you meant to, like, sort of, as you pour it, you meant to move it around, I think. Do it, but it comes out really fast as well.
It's a practice, isn't it? You have to get yourself an ice cream van.
Or what I could do is just go to more all-you-can-eat buffets and just practice them.
Could do. We haven't finished going to the last one yet. Are you looking at you?
Never. Do you know there was a place in Birmingham? I don't know if anyone's been there, or I can't remember what it's called, but you literally have like a paddle when you go in on a table. You scream, like more like a tennis table paddle, something like something like that. And one side's red and one side's green. And literally, if you show them red, they just walk past you. If you have it on green, they just literally can't start throwing meat on your plate the whole time. So as soon as you get near like finishing your meat, they just come and slap some more on. And then you have to put it on red when you don't want to put any more on.
I carry a wooden spoon round with me with a number on, and I just go and sit in pubs and put it in a bottle. Yeah, loads of free meals I get. I've got a wooden spoon with number 32 on it, and I just go all the pubs and sit there and put it in a bottle, put it in a vase. I suppose free meals gets amazing.
I suppose the exciting thing with that as well, you don't actually know what you're getting.
No, exactly. You just don't know. They walk over and they go, large white base fish with chips, and you go, yeah, that's yeah.
You could have like a family of 6, and you just got 6 meals.
All you need to do is carry a wooden spoon around with you. That's my tip of the day for free food. Take a wooden spoon out with you to your evening in the boozer, and you can get yourself a free meal. It works. Trust me.
What you could do is go to McDonald's, and you only go to the drive-through, and you say, "Oh, sorry, I've changed my mind. I don't want anything." But you're stuck in the drive-through, so you have to go through. Then you get to the pay window, and you go, "Yeah, sorry, I'm just going through." Then you get to the next window, and you take the food.
Yeah, because they must know if you haven't got it.
Because I know they know when you're at the window when you pay, because they do it by it takes your picture. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah,
when you go to the drive-through, it takes a picture, and they choose your picture. But when you get to the last one, I don't think they actually do anything. They just, because you can only go straight, so they assume that all cars are in the same order.
Well, Scott the McDonald's thief.
I've never tried it. I've never had the guts to do it. But if anyone wants to try it, get me some chicken nuggets. That'd be great.
I love chicken nuggets.
Commission.
What Rachel's saying, isn't that the Argentinian place, Scott?
Possibly. It does. Argentinian does ring a bell. All I just remember is just loads of meat. That's all I remember.
As it's Argentinian, did it get messy? Football joke there. Football joke.
There's gonna be people that don't know anything about football.
I know, but I couldn't miss it. I couldn't not crack my football joke.
Yeah, it's funny because he couldn't miss it either. He's that good.
No, true. Charlotte wants to go to your meat place. I bet she does.
Yeah. Charlotte will go. Probably not like the first time me and Charlotte have been on a date together, so we'll go again.
Yeah, NMS is getting excited with the menopausal women, men on pause.
But Charlotte says, "What's my favourite restaurant?" This is tough.
Got to be KFC, innit?
I mean, it depends if you're talking like fast food stuff or a nice restaurant, or I will say actually the other week for the first time I went to that new Indian in Bewley called the Lamp. It's next to the Horn and Trumpet pub. It's just been taken over as a new Indian. It was very nice. So if anyone wants to go there, the service was brilliant as well. The guys are really friendly, and it was a superb experience.
What was it called? The Lamp.
It's called. I think it's Signature Lamp is its official name.
Yeah, look at John showing off. John. Here's my Bewley. I'll raise you. John's raised you. Raised you. Look at him.
QE2.
Hey, cool. He's raised you there, isn't he?
He's not just raised, he's choke slammed me through the table and ended the game, mate.
He's seen your Bewley and raised you the Savoy on the QE2.
I mean, I thought Bewley could not be topped, but apparently it can.
You can. You can.
Yeah.
Or perhaps he's talking about a sausage at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital. The Savoy of the QE2, and he just misspelled it.
Just had do you know what? Weirdly, you saying that, I never had a Savoy up until about a month ago. A Savoy sausage.
Okay. And what made you have one?
I've never looked back since, mate. Every time I order a chippy now, I have to have a Savoy.
Why did you have one? What made you? Did you think I'll try one?
Yeah, someone I went with at work had one, and he said, "Oh, mate, you should try. You should have had one." I said, "I've never tried it." So next time I went and tried it. Best takeaway genre for me would be, so I love Indian food, but for takeaway for me it's gonna be Chinese. Because Indian takeaway gets loads of mess in the kitchen, doesn't it? Like you have about 20 different, like whatever they're called, tin foil things with everything in, and it's
dishes they're called, Scott. Dishes. It's hard, I know, mate. I know it's difficult. This modern technology, they're called dishes.
I thought it was a different name for it, like
fry dish. I don't know.
Tray is the one. Yeah, that's the difficult word I was trying to find. RWS has gone for Thai. Lou Smith says go to Flavors in Stairport, Sandy Lane. See, years ago, me and a friend, every Friday we used to go to a different Indian restaurant. And we did this for like ages. And we'd done like every restaurant in like Kidderminster, Bewdley, Stairport, went to Kimber, head up to Worcester, a couple of different other surrounding areas on the way to Birmingham and stuff. We did like quite a few different ones. But since then, they've all changed. So I feel like I need to go on another rampage. But again, I'll go with the takeaway. See, Chinese is probably my favourite to have as a takeaway. But then I love a pizza as well. But I've got to be in the mood for it. Sometimes I'm in the mood for a chippy.
Is there a genre just called food for Scott?
I think that's what I need, isn't it? Just general food.
Just a food takeaway. Scott's favourite genre of takeaway. Food.
Anything that goes. The chippy on Bircher Green is the best in Kidderminster.
Where's Bircher Green, John? Is that round by your place? Is that the one in the middle of Convent by the Cavalier? Is that Bircher Green? I don't know where Bircher Green is. I've heard it a lot. Is that the bit in the middle of Convent, round by the Cavalier? Is that Bircher Green? John, you'll confirm that for me.
I just know that as Offenmore, that area.
Yeah, me. I don't know where Bircher Green is, but I hear it and mentioned a bit.
Bircher Green. I'll see if I can find out. Bircher Green in Kidderminster. It is. It looks like it's the bit in Comberton. So do you know where the Compton Arms used to be? In Compton, the pub.
Yeah, by the shop. Yeah.
That's Bircher Green, that area.
So the one in the lay-by type of thing.
Yeah, there's like a little church by it.
Yeah. Okay, John's confirming what you just said. Yeah, so it's that lay-by bit, isn't it? Where there's like a bargain booze and it's like 67 cans of Carlsberg for 30 pence.
Is there a bargain booze there now?
Oh, wait, there was a guy there at Christmas. He always used to have the leaflet in the shuttle and he was like really, really cheap, that shop there.
No way. I've not been to any of those shops over there for like years.
Yeah. He always used to be like, you could go and get, like, as I say, 67 cans of Carlin for £1. Sort of like that sort of thing. What's the best petrol station sandwich or petrol station scotch? For me, I do like the chicken salads from a petrol station garage. If I do buy a Go Large, because you've got to have a Go Large meal and you got to have the crisps and the thing. So I like to go for the chicken salad triple with McCoy's steak crisps and a bottle of Oasis is usually my meal.
So for me, I mean, a few of your friends might tell me that like, every time they get in my car, there's always a Scotch egg carton in there because I'm a massive fan of Scotch eggs, and I'll just be leaving work and think, do you know, I'm going to buy myself a Scotch egg. So I would have to go for Scotch egg for me.
Okay. John's just confirmed, past the shops, turn left, it's on the left. Okay, John, thank you. I'm have to give that a try one night.
So yeah, I know that chip shop, but I used to go there a lot as a kid. I haven't been there recently, so it's probably I'm talking 10 years ago.
Don't give me that shit. as a kid, I'm talking 10 years ago.
You know I'm a babby. Yeah. Yeah, I was going to invite you to my 21st birthday party, but
Whatever. Whatever.
No, mate, I'm still young at heart. That's what counts.
You are young at heart. That's the main thing.
And that's it. That's all that matters. Flavors is contacted with the Sherry Punjab station. Yeah, Sherry Punjab's nice. On the opposite Tesco's.
Yeah.
That's all nice there. I need to go to Station Pub. I've been to the Station Pub a few times. I used to go quite a lot before lockdown with a friend of mine, but I have seen NMS is there quite often now. Notice that she's always tagging in there with having a Guinness. That sounded quite weird to me. Didn't it sound like a bit stalkerish? I know where you've been. I know what you drink.
It's because they put it on the book, innit? John bred a 3-legged chicken once because he loves chicken legs. No idea how it tastes. He could never catch it. There we go. That's the level you're aiming for, Scotty boy. That's the level you've got to get to get win.
This is the thing. I'm way below that par, mate.
That's the level John set himself at.
John's obviously a pro, and
we've done it before.
I wouldn't even class myself as an amateur. I'm not even that good. If they do fab Scotch eggs, then I'm in. I'll see you there in half hour. You know what I mean? As soon as the show's finished, I'm there.
He's in there with his Scotch eggs, isn't he?
Yeah.
Just a live feed from the Scotch Egg City. Charlie loves her creamy korma.
I mean,
it's so exciting.
I've got
Charlie, to be honest.
I've got to ask a question there though. Is korma really class of the curry?
Well, I'm with Charlie. I'm a bit of a wimp when it comes to curries. Korma's there for me. I will push to a tikka, and I have had other ones, but for a homemade, I'm a korma as well, to be honest.
I'm not saying it's a horrible thing, but I'm not sure you can class it as a curry.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know the purists wouldn't call it a curry, would they?
No, I mean, to me, it's like a sort of less sort of rice pudding sort of thing.
It's a coconut delight, Charlie's saying.
I'll accept that as long as you don't call it a coconut curry. I'll give that. Lou used to work in the Station Pub as a chef years ago. There we go. Did you make the Scotch eggs?
Can you give him the recipe?
Yeah, that's what he said. Because Lou lives next to one of my friends, so I can say, could I pop round and grab a Scotch egg one day? Why not?
She sat there at the breakfast bar. I assume you roll an egg in pastry. Is that how you make Scotch egg? Is that what you do? Is it boil an egg and put it in that doughy stuff with bits on? Anybody know you make a Scotch egg? John will know, because John knows stuff.
I've always wondered this because, how do the Scotch egg get inside loose, but then the whole outside is sealed?
Yeah. Okay, I'm guessing John will know.
Come on, John, don't let us down.
Don't let us down, John. How do you make Scotch egg, John? How do they make Scotch egg? Andy Leaker a pussy then when it comes to curry? I'm just not really into really, really spicy stuff. I have evolved a little bit since Rachel cooked a nice curry, to be fair. But I'm not really into massive spices. But yeah, I am when it comes to you purists. I am definitely in the lower table when it comes to that.
I'll tell you a little story about so when I was on that curry sort of run with my mate, we went to Sherry Punjab, and I'd been having a lot of spicy stuff. So the guy said, why don't you try the Vindaloo? So I tried the Vindaloo, and I thought, do you know what? That's not even that hot. That Vindaloo, people say Vindaloo's hot. That's not even that hot. So the week after, went to a place in Kimber, and they were coming over. So I ordered a Vindaloo, and he was like, "Oh, you sure it's very hot?" I was like, "Don't worry, mate. I had one last week, smashed it, completed it, mate." And then I had a spicy naan and everything, and the guy was like, "Are you sure about all this?" Yeah, mate, fine. But obviously, the week before, they must have calmed down the Vindaloo a little bit for me, because this Vindaloo was absolutely atrociously hot. And obviously, normally in that case, you'd have a bit of naan bread to cool it down. But my naan bread was spicy. Honestly, I had about 2 mouthfuls of the curry. I I was in the toilet, throwing water all over my face. I was sweating buckets, and the bloke behind the counter who served us was just there, like laughing at me.
Yeah, see, that'd be my fear. Did you go back and have any more, or did you just end it there and then?
No, I had to end it, mate. It was. Oh. I think he might have even made it like a little bit stronger than what they normally do. Just because
you'd been the gob.
Yeah. This guy's getting too cocky. Let's shoot him down a bit.
Go down a bit. So here we go. You take your sausage meat. Everybody says here. NMS is saying. I think that's RWS is saying. Charlie's saying. John Deacon's saying. You take your sausage and form a ball around your egg and roll in breadcrumbs. So where's the Scotch bit come from? What's that got? What's the Scotch egg? Is it in Scotland?
No, John actually explains that. Yeah. So you actually buy an egg laid by a chicken in Edinburgh.
Okay, you do. Cheers, John. I didn't see that comment there. Thank you very much. You buy a leg, particularly Edinburgh. Can it be any other Scottish towns are available, or is it only Edinburgh?
See, what I find quite weird with it is how the egg is so loose inside. Because if you're wrapping it, surely you wrap it around the egg so it's tight.
Okay.
Like, how do you get it to form so nicely but be loose?
You full of questions, ain't you?
When it comes to Scotch eggs, yeah.
Do you know how to make an egg bounce? One's asking. Won't bounce, will it? Well, don't say. I'm not saying it won't.
Well, I'm thinking take it out the shell after, and then like if it's really hard boiled, would it bounce then?
Don't know. I eat a lot of boiled eggs. I'll try that. They used to ask Lou for a slice of her gravy when she was at the station pub.
Okay, I'm not sure how to take that, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
But a vindaloo potato
Charlie, sausage shrinking when they're fried wouldn't make the egg loose in the middle, would it?
No, if anything, it'd put it tighter.
Tighter, wouldn't it? Yeah.
I mean, I might need to watch some. You know, those programs like How To, or How It's Made, sort of things. But once it's cooked, it must be raw. You can make it egg bounce, but you got to do it raw. Okay.
So how do you do that then?
Throw it.
Once it's cooked, it must be raw. So how does that work then, John, without it smashing?
Have you never fried a sausage? They go hollow in the middle.
Over fried? No, we're professional culinary experts, Charlie. How dare they?
No, I'd never over fry a sausage.
Fire, Charlie. I've cooked on an open fire. Where were you earlier? I've cooked sausages on an open fire. They weren't going hollow in the middle because nothing could get to the middle when I'd finished cooking them. And Scott's experts. You can't tell us next week, John.
John's teasing us there, isn't he? He's going for the tease.
Oh,
he's like dangling that sausage in front of us.
He is, yeah. It's like the sausage and the stick, isn't it? He's just like there with his sausage. Look at him. Ooh, look what I got. Ooh. It's an egg, not a sausage.
I was actually just thinking it'd probably been better to say a Scotch egg or something as we're on that subject.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lou says they were just taking the pea.
That's out of a slice of gravy.
Go Andy sausage cooker. I mean, to be fair, you gotta take when you're cooking sausages. You gotta take it seriously. You can't overcook them.
Well, the problem was, Rach gave them wrapped in foil. I'd got the fire going big time, and I threw them in the fire. Unfortunately, I just threw them in the flames, so I didn't. I'd literally built this fire with kindling. There's no metal frames to go over anything. It was just a bomb, like a campfire. So I threw them in the foil in the fire. So they cooked, but they burnt on the outside quite drastically.
Yeah,
because they were too hot.
That's not a massive problem with this, though. If you bit on the outside, the meat inside's nice and cooked. Yeah,
they were cooked. I mean, some of them were beyond edible, if I'm honest. But because I don't know, I should have let the heat die down a bit, but I'd thrown them into the flames, so my own fault. But I haven't done it since I was in Cubs or something, so 40 odd years, I'd imagine, since I've cooked on an open fire. Last time I did that, when me and Bear Grylls and Robinson Crusoe were writing our diaries with Anne Frank. John's not joking. That's excellent.
I was going to say, if you just tell us how to bounce it, I'll find that extraordinary.
Extraordinary that you would. The sausages were tent pegs. Rachel, they weren't all tent pegs. We cooked 24. 6 of them were edible.
No, yeah, that's the
How
way.
bad is it?
No, that's 20, the way it's sausage.
25%, in it. 25% of them were edible.
But I suppose when you're doing it when man's out in jungle on survival, you know.
Well, she gave me she wrapped some popcorn in foil and said, put that on as well, see if that cooks. Need something bloody eye out. Ridiculous.
Well, I mean, as much as we all want to carry on talking about sausages, it has come to that time of the show. But let's get RWS's comment on first. Out of 20, only 5 were edible. But it was a very good effort.
Thank you, RWS. It was a good effort.
I mean, I feel like there she's just trying to be nice because 20, and only 5 edible was.
It's still 25%, Scott.
It's a poor show, isn't it?
The problem was I didn't know what I was doing. That was the problem.
So you should have had. You should have had 10 sausages each.
Yeah, we should have.
Just the 2 of you there.
Because we hadn't got any utensils, I literally just threw them in, wrapped in foil, and was trying to get them back off with a stick. When I thought they'd be coming, they kept falling back in because we hadn't got any utensils. We were proper wild. We were, and because I was using a stick to get them, the stick was set on fire, so I had to throw it up and down to get another one. It was like it's all going pear shaped. So theoretically, I was probably getting them off at the right time. It just took me so long to get them off. They burned.
So what I'm saying is, if you're on the island with Bear Grylls, would you survive?
Yeah, because I just drink my own wee through a sock. That's all you're doing it.
I believe so. Yeah.
Actually, fact for you: drinking your own wee is actually more dehydrating than not drinking at all.
I actually saw that on Bear Grylls.
Yeah.
But there is a way you can sort of like condense it, isn't it? He did drink his own urine once, but he filtered it a certain way.
Yeah, you have to filter it.
Like through the sock or maybe something like that.
Yeah. So there you go, a little bit of fat for you. Yeah, and I'm sorry, guys, it's been a bit flat tonight. I must admit, I was very tired coming onto this for some reason. I had a bit of a 20-minute nap that turned into an hour before coming on here. So that was my poor planning. But thanks for sticking with me. Yeah. Oh, here we go. John's got it. Look, here we go. John's got it. John's put the answer in, Scott.
So my grandson showed me you put eggs in a glass and immerse on white vinegar, leave for 36 hours, remove it, rub the shell, and the contents become translucent, and it will bounce. I mean, that's great. But I mean, it'd be one of those where, like, if you wanted to show someone, you'd be like, yeah, look, I can do this egg, but can you come back in 36 hours?
It's obvious. Well, no, because you wouldn't tell them you're doing it till the 35th hour, would you? You wouldn't tell them before, look, I can do this egg, and then come back in 2 days. You'd tell them when you've done it, wouldn't you?
I don't know, mate. This is me, innit?
Have you done your cube before we go?
I've got a bit. I just did one more move, and I got a bit closer, but it's not going to be complete.
Good effort, though, mate. Good effort. Still don't believe you can do it in 20 minutes, but well done.
Right, I'm going to film myself one day, but it's just the pressure of, like, I was trying to listen to you at the same time, and I did one of my algorithms wrong, and once you've got one wrong, you have to go back and start again.
Okay, I'll believe you.
So I just need to be more consistent in my algorithms.
Yeah,
is the word that I was looking for. Okay. Right, everyone, thank you very much for joining us, and once again, thanks, Andy, for coming on and making the show what it is.
Oh, we wouldn't work without the both of us, Scott. Even though we are talk some drivel, but it's good fun. A lot of fun again. Nice to be back.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we will be back next Monday at 7:30. So hopefully we'll see you then.
Ta-ra.
Ciao for now.
Ta-ra.
Ciao.